21st Century Communication and Video Accessibility Act is a law passed in 2010. It was created to ensure people who rely on accessible media were not left behind as content moved from TV to the web. It's enforced by the FCC. They started in 2013 with a few benchmarks to the point where we are now, where almost everything on TV is closed captioned. Media professionals need to know about the CVAA because in addition to setting new rules and requirements for captioning and audio description, it sets standards for technology that is used across the board in television, on streaming platforms, and on websites. It ensures that people visiting their content, no matter where they see it, can have it accessible and with captions and audio description. The CVAA addresses 4 main categories in digital, broadband, and mobile communications. Those categories are TV and IP-related delivered programming, which we just talked about, captioning for the web, telecommunications relay services, and emergency communications to ensure that emergency content and alerts that you receive about emergency events are captioned and accessible to people who need captions. 3, devices, equipment, connections, and mobile browsers. This is really important because when you go to YouTube, there's a CC button on the player that you hit. It was required by the CVAA that they're an easy way to access captions, either by a button on your remote control or a button on your online player. And 4, advanced communication services, which helps people who are deaf-blind communicate with other people who are not deaf-blind. The CVAA requires content of online videos if they previously aired on TV, whether they're pre-recorded, live, clips, or montages. A good example would be Saturday Night Live on NBC. The show airs on Saturday night, and then it's immediately cut up into clips and sent all around the world in different media contents. All of those clips have to have captions if they're going to show up on the web or on a streaming platform like Peacock or on YouTube. It has to be captioned, and the CVAA made this happen. The CVAA actually reinstated benchmarks for audio description. Prior to 2010, there was no requirement that content on TV be described for people who are blind or have low vision. The law requires now that 10 networks describe at least 87 hours of content each quarter. But we're seeing a lot more than that described right now, especially on streaming platforms. Some providers are describing up to 9 languages of audio description so that people who are blind or low vision can participate in the programming no matter where they are. Thanks to this legislation, we're seeing a huge growth in audio description, and I think we'll continue to see that in the future.